And we're back. Johnny Maggot here. And we're starting week 4, year 2. A new member in the league. I played baseball with him in real life. Well, I played baseball with this guy too. And sometimes this guy. Then even more rare. Rarely this guy. Anyways. Johnny Maggot here. Our Toronto Mounties are facing the Washington Redskins. Week 4, regular season. They got the 40-year-old Drew Brees and 35-year-old Matt Moore. I wonder if Drew Brees is coming back next season. Because if not, they might not have a single quarterback. No, they'll get Zach Roll. Alright. So this could be a desperate year for the Redskins, but they get a good running game of the future. With Cohen, Lewis, Kerryon Johnson, Naheem Haynes. They're all pretty good backs. Mike Evans, very good receiver. I have to double him at some point. Looks like they got a good team. I'd say they're probably a 3-4 team, which may benefit them because they do 3 down linemen and 3 linebackers or something like that. Oh, they don't have a good cornerback. No, they don't have good cornerbacks. They're young. They're all young. And the safeties aren't blazing speed. Actually, the corners aren't blazing speed either. We'll see how this one goes. This could be a blowout. This could be a shootout. This could be any number of things. Excuse me, I got a cough. Oh, man. Sorry about that. I bet you're glad, though, that I didn't cough in your ears. And just run a text through to someone real quick.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Toronto Mounties. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at this Toronto Ball Club as they enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
Happy and was that Oden, my fullback, with the tackle? It would not shock me that they're 50 with a run game.
Here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sua Cravens coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gotta imagine the
I don't
pass
think I
rush
play
will
off
be
in time.
equally
It's not
intense
just
here on
change
second down following
yeah.
the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be taken down
I think I might
with a
just
penalty
let him
flag
keep it
on
down.
the field.
Holding offense.
Ooh. You know what?
That time the right guard
I'm going to throw the ball.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Breeze.
Get him. There you go.
This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Terrible, not
2
great.
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got three, fella. Ready, blue ready. Mike's 50, Mike.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Right.
Push his way forward to about the 32. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. This is how they will line it up defensively for Washington. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And on 3rd down, a nickel
All right,
formation
third
here
down,
defensively.
3. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller.
And that hole didn't last very long.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it with a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. I never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
They'll start things up first with Tariq Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
These teams, you know, they
I know
have
the
to.
scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready. Blue 90.
Now Breeze on third down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open
Sorry,
up.
I'm just looking at a league chat thing. And we're giving Relictron a hard time. It's fun.
Oh, he slipped right by him. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over.
He took a screenshot of his phone, seeing all the notifications we got when I was at work.
They come up here first and 10.
Yeah, in the league chat, we've already discussed that Kareem Hunt gets signed by the Cleveland Browns.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he stopped immediately there.
There in the chat I posted, Cleveland signs a new kicker.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in.
Anyways, he posted a screenshot of his phone, and the bottom of his phone it says something about Tinder, and he has a secret admirer. So I said, holy crap, you found a secret admirer, good for you.
Second down, Winston. Dumps it complete to Miller. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and
And
you're
he
throwing
goes,
the ball,
nah, not
you're
that.
cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool
So
with the
Phil,
yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went
the
backwards
Cardinals guy
on
in
the
this
yardage.
league.
Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
So Horton then circles thing the Kareem Hunt notification. Anyways.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Anyways,
I think the punter might start to get
then
into
Bill
a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps
after
getting
that,
opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right?
cannot
The last
speak
thing
to
you
that.
want to see.
Bill
He's a
posts
punter, feeling pretty good because he's
circles
out
his
there all the
Tinder
time.
thing.
Yeah, first quarter
Pretty
only,
funny.
but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions
almost a really
to
good
start
pump.
this thing.
Yeah, these videos are better with two people.
Washington as they come onto the field. And this is their third drive.
Or at
Right
least
now,
more
maybe not about points, just about
crazy
getting something. They haven't got a first
off-the-wall
down yet in this
conversation.
game.
It's a mental barrier
That's
you
what
don't
Jimmy
think
was on
about
last night. That was
until you
funny.
go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually obtain that first
Just waiting on
down.
one of you guys to comment and
And
start a
able to break one
conversation.
tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Check. Ready. Blue 80.
Breeze to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete
Come on,
to the
knock that
tight
ball
end.
out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations.
Excuse me.
But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to be stopped
Love
up
it.
quickly here.
Line up a
Just
corner
a
at
yard
strong
up to the
safety.
39.
Needs
Try
the
to
running
quick
back of the
hitter
line.
inside, but
Stuffs
that one
him.
was swallowed up
Love
because
it.
what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh,
Room
dang, I
to
ran
run
past
past
him.
midfield. And a cutback right sideline.
And Cohen just, well, that was bad.
A big play there.
Really bad on
His
my end.
second touchdown on the season.
Hit the
And
wrong
the
button.
Redskins are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
All right, we're having
This is
a
their
rough
third
start to
drive.
this,
Maybe the
but
focus
we had a
right
rough
now,
start
not so
last
much on
night too.
points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Oh, I knew as soon as I released it.
Picked off by Trey
Bad
Boston.
throw.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it.
Blitz
There we go.
and down he goes.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league.
Yeah, this is why we.
He's going to wind up in air.
Oh, Callahan gave up on this guy.
And he takes it in.
That's not good.
Washington. Mike Evans, his first touchdown
Of course
on
it's
the
Mike Evans,
year.
that's why.
And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a
Need to get a
defense.
touchdown back.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
This is not a good look.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense
sorry about
back
that.
onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this
Swear, I'm
drive.
feeling fine. What are you talking about?
Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback
Oh.
some
See
confidence.
what happens. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And we go the
It's a
entire
loss
first
of
quarter
2,
without getting a
now
first down.
third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they
bad.
hoped. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Nickens run a streak. Grant run a streak.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he couldn't
Oh,
hang
come
on
on.
to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play
Beautiful
on special
punt.
teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here now, a look at
Love
Drew
it.
Brees and our players. So out now come the Redskins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Nice
but you have
stop.
to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's do it again.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not
Get
go
something
down
there.
easily. You're right, but he did there. They run. This is Cohen, and he is met in
Another
his
stop.
tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, it's Brees on
Get him.
third and long.
There you go.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this
2
ball
safety game.
Well, you just said it, Charles. They had to be very hesitant
That's
thinking about
great.
throwing the football. That's why, safety.
File that one under worst fears realized.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Get 2 safeties before I get a first down. All right.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Of course, they triple man off my own blocker.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, he stays on.
Right away.
And with a flag down,
Holding.
he goes down.
Awesome.
So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Offense.
Ugh.
So they will take the sack
penalty is
instead of the
declined.
penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
Damn.
But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Hey, sub.
3rd and long for Winston. Brought in over the
And
middle by
still no
Grant.
first down.
19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We gotta make it work.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up
Yeah,
there.
first
What
down.
a big-time play
Small
for
victory
him.
here.
Nice completion, excellent gain.
Well,
Now
not
they're
sure
with
we
the
can take the
manager.
victory here.
A little short, though, with that marker.
Oh
And
my
it's
God,
his
you cannot hold on to the ball.
Meanwhile, they go
And you're a
for
best
it.
receiver that's
4th
not
down,
injured.
My goodness.
Come on, man.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't we go for it there? I mean, no confidence
Go for
in
it
the
there
defense.
because we're
You don't like
damn
the
close
punter.
to getting
I mean,
anyways.
what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Yeah, give him 4 yards
Guess
there.
I
It'll be
should've-
2nd and 6.
In theory, we should
I
just
call
punt
that
it.
play a
That was
success. A nice
bad.
inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Breeze to throw. And Graham's got it.
Thank
over the
you
middle. Now the ball comes
for picking your
loose, and the
offense
defense
up,
will get their
your
hands
receiver
on it,
up.
going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard
Yeah.
line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man.
All right.
I'm not even going to tip it.
That oughta
I'm going to
turn the
doff my
momentum
cap
here,
to
boys.
him.
Let's get
Congratulations.
first down.
Big time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Setting up the screen for Miller.
Hey, first down. No penalty is
Give him
good.
10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Eluding the pressure right.
I wasn't safe to get in the ball of that guy. It's probably kind of missed in the middle of the field the way this game's
This
going.
defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. Front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, Winston again. And
Good drop, good
incomplete
drop.
there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result.
There we go.
Down at the
Another good punt.
14-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
You know what they're going to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dante Hightower on the stop. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
There you go. Good stop. Good
Yardage
stop.
on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taken right at the 35. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget. And Winston lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
Get the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
1st down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Winston.
Cool, he didn't drop
it. Richardson has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the stick. 1st down, Winston. Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. This will be caught at about the 6.
All right.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to run.
There we go.
And he is into the end zone.
We got something going, boys.
Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Good job.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the goal line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Cohen, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, easy. Clear shot.
And they'll run it with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Cohen. And he loses yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, they're actually punting it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 33.
And blocking back. Good job, dumbass.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's go.
Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tight end right. 5-0. 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening pass to
play.
As they finally wrangle him
Good
out
job,
of the
boys.
48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
All right, I think we're going zone.
He'll try to throw now. Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
All right.
Gain of 32 that time.
There we go. Oh, maybe he is my receiving back.
Place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A first down throw for Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Took a quick look there. Damn.
First down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
Now the pressure gets there.
They're all just standing there.
Just inside the 20 at the 19. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to
big chunk play, make up for that sack a little bit.
16 out of that one, but they'll still need to
Let's get the
convert
touchdown.
on third.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wanted to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good.
God damn, ball pushes out after the goal's good.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got
and their top wide receiver got hurt.
Maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they had that one
I'm back.
Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz?
Pretty bad cough right there.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Yellow lady.
From the gun on third down, Breeze.
Nice hit, Callahan.
And he's got room.
Bring it to the house. Bring it to the house. Bring it to the house. Ah!
He's had it again.
Breeze with a touchdown save and touchdown tackle.
Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Breida.
There we go. And he got hurt again.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. 2nd effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
How did you get hurt?
That's a great example of what coaches talk about.
You get landed on, or you hit on something wrong?
Uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Stern. He'll be back next game.
Now Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Play.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down, 4, ready. We waiting.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Right, they might
in
go
this
for
situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Hey,
So a change of possession here on the
scary.
punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. Alex Smith, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
Ready. Black 22. White.
They'll try and
Option
get the
left
run
is
game
out, so
going. This is
I'm
Miller.
going back in.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Winston now from the 50. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it
All
up.
right.
Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Welcome back to Toronto. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
See if I find Grant before he gets to the safety.
Now Jameis on 2nd
Make a pass to safety. Sweet, even better.
He gets into the end zone for the touchdown. In for the score. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receiver.
We went from struggling to taking the lead.
Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer.
Pull away with it. That's good.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready. Waiting. Four down.
On play action, it's Breeze.
Quadre Diggs, 3 sacks this game. Starting to feel better about trading away Rashad Jones.
They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Breeze on third down.
Oh yeah, Quadre Diggs. Love it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? And any of
it, Grant to keep that safety against. Yep.
Yeah, versatile. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
It was pretty easy for Grant to beat that safety. He did not play that well.
And now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge, or they just don't like them? But the other thing that upsets me is,
oh, well, thanks. How about you?
Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And here's Lewis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah,
getting a big storm up here tonight.
Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Supposed to snow up here in New England.
Like you said, but they can maybe
Guess we're only getting 13 inches, I guess.
The
last time they said they were getting like 30 inches, and we got like
The struggles
5.
for the open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting back as that sets him up for third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Breeze now. He's got Evans. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and
Get to
receivers
get something going for Kravitz.
in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see...
Now Breeze lost
Fumble.
the football.
When offense linemen pick up fumbles, and
So
it's not a negative play for the offense.
Not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, here's Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down right at the
3rd down.
45-yard
Let's go,
line.
D.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He completes it to Evans.
I look bad with my trying to come over and take a hit at someone.
46. That
Was
catch
that
puts him
Watkins?
over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Easy work. Ready. Move 90.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. The screen
Oh, I
pass
read that
is
terribly.
and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, threw it away,
Initial thought
even
was
though he
that
had more
maybe
time
he
to
was
stand
just
there.
trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area.
Ready.
So no grounding call.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
False start. Offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Ready. We're waiting.
Again, it's Breeze. And a
Gonna
hit
pop that
charted
ball out of there.
loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot.
See, I got going for Kravitz here.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Oh, Callahan.
He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the
Yeah,
call
field goal
spot
doesn't do
on,
these guys
how
any
about
good.
the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to
Offense.
try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
False start. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Now Breeze got to have this one. And it is incomplete.
I was going to say, if he caught that, that would have been nuts.
Able to convert on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Everyone gears up for 3rd
Try to
down.
pull
Talks
2
about the
first
importance
downs.
of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. You know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Jameis now on 1st down.
Oh, there's one.
The out route
That got
incomplete.
scary.
That's White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some
I'm going to try to
people.
get this drive goal, then I'm going to try to kill clock.
Yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little... This is caught inside the 15.
And damn. Hate when players get hurt in garbage time.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. This will be caught at about the 5.
All right, got my 1st downs.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Dislocation usually means quick recovery when it comes to weeks.
it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go now.
One man in the backfield. That's Miller. Second and goal.
Odd. 5 down. 5. Ready. Black 22. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
Come on, clock. Run down for me.
Blaze up.
And they will take a knee here. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Odd. 5 down. Where do we go?
And they take a knee.
Now, I'm actually going to kick the field goal just because the kicker feels left out. Just because.
And they won't run a play here. No victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then,
I didn't need to
this
do that,
game's
but I did
over.
it.
Well, I know it points to this when you...
Oh, well. Alright, that'll be all until the next game I got. Yeah, because my next game will be before Hockey Gods. No matter what way I look at it. Till then, have a good one all. Peace.